Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm here with my Egyptian wife Laura.
I'm here with my Lego rolling husband Nathan.
And we're here to just take a quick look at the Ramses Return.
Lego board game?
Yeah.
It's kind of a board game. You'll see what we mean. We've done another one of the Lego board games not too long ago, which was about Shave a Sheep.
Shave a Sheep. So Lego brought out a whole bunch of board games a couple of years ago. Most of them weren't very good and they were discontinued, but we seem to have a couple of them floating around still.
We do. So this is the Ramses Return, which is obviously an Egyptian sort of themed one. And you have to collect some treasures. Just thought I'd show you. So it's for 2 to 4 players, ages 7+, and takes 10 to 20 minutes.
Depending on luck and factors.
Yeah, so we're not going to play this one because it's a bit monotonous moving around the board, but we're just going to run through.
This is definitely one you want to play with more people. Because it's entirely possible to not have much happening in the entire game, depending on dice rolls.
Exactly. That's just the back of the box. It's a fairly slim box, as you can probably see.
The great thing about at least most of the board games that Lego brought out was you can assemble them once, and then you can put them back in the box assembled.
Yes, which is nice. So we have the instruction booklet, which comes in a whole bunch of different languages.
Except the actual instructions in English are about maybe half a page.
Yes.
It's a very simple sort of game.
Those are the instructions in English. That includes the build sort of picture there. And then there's one other page here with like ways you can tailor the game.
Advanced rules or house rules, whatever you
Exactly. There's also just an actual build sort of booklet, like you'd get in a real Lego set. So we'll have a scan of the instructions down below, as we always try to do. We won't scan the build because you can see a picture of it in here anyway.
So here we have the board game, the board pre-assembled.
Yep, so we might zoom in on that if you want to put that on the table so that you can see it a bit better. Alright, there it is.
So
you also get this, which helps you remove little pieces.
So you've got obviously the 4 player pieces in the middle, which you can pick.
Yep.
You have the mummy, because he chases you around. You have the gold treasures, which you have to collect.
Yeah, so you need to collect 3 treasures to be the winner of the game.
3 different types of treasures.
3 different gold treasures, yes.
And what are these, like power crystals?
Crystals.
So these just, if you pick one up, they just give you an extra move, I think.
No.
No.
But you need to get them throughout the game. We'll explain in a second. There's also temples, which are along here.
Which you actually have to open.
We also have... Bring us a bit closer, eh? Oops, I've just knocked over the little yellow fellow. So that's... I can get into focus. Ooh, nope. There we go. That's what they kind of look like. They all have a slightly different...
So they all look like explorers
facial
or...
sort of design.
You know... Archaeologists, you know, Indiana Jones sort of type sort of marking. So, yeah.
And then we have a closer look at, if I can get it, the mummy, which is pretty cool. I like that. But they have no arms.
No, they're like micro figures.
So the gold treasures are like their
little goblet. It's like spyglass.
Spyglass sort of what do you call it? I can't think of the right.
A spyglass like on a ship or something?
Yeah, there's a name that I'm thinking of. Then we have like, that to me looks like some, you know, crystals.
You find a cave or something.
Yeah.
And then you just have gold.
Little pieces.
Little pieces. Yep.
I'm not really sure what they're meant to be, but...
And the goblet of life. The Holy Grail, as they would say.
Sure. Here we go. Alright, so you want to show...
So
the die.
The dice is the actual rubber dice is identical in all of the Lego board games. The only thing that's different is the mummy spaces on this side and this side. The rest is just regular blocks.
You can move around the coloured pieces. That's what that little red tool I showed you was for.
So if you want to just do slightly different configurations when you roll,
there's not a great need to do that.
No.
Gameplay. So you roll the die, starting with the youngest player is what you're meant to do.
Let's focus on it.
If you get any of the... Can I have the die back?
You may.
While you're doing that. If you get any of the coloured sides, any at all, what you do is check what colour it is. So say, let's go with purple, since it's a purple crystal here.
If you don't have a purple crystal in your possession, you then have to look underneath one of the
temples.
The temples. So basically, if I roll
too far.
Too far.
Nathan's trying to bring the whole ground up to you.
So if I didn't have a purple or whatever it rolled up, I would pick up one of these ones, and they have a random colour underneath each one.
And you want to try and match it to what you've rolled. So either if you find the colour you've rolled, or if you already have that colour in your possession, you can move up to 2 spaces in any direction except diagonally.
Now, we actually had a bit of a debate about this, because it's not mentioned explicitly in the manual, but it's not individual dots that count as moves, it's the actual whole square that counts as one space.
Yes, what we believe anyway.
We believe
that makes more sense.
So it'd be like what? If I got like a red, I'd be like 1, 2.
So I would almost count this as a space too. We're not 100% sure on that. These rules are very brief.
But if you... When do you move these? If you have the colour?
Yeah, so if you look under here and the colour does not match the one that you've rolled on your die, you can put it back in any of the available spots. So you can move that there.
Which makes me think these aren't count. Oh, but no, it says the block it though, so maybe it does count.
So this would then block you in. So you can't move out this way, and you can't move obviously to the sides. So you would have to go out this side if you were still starting and that was there.
Yes.
You can't move them in any way, the temples, to completely block someone into the start space.
And if you can show the other player the crystal when...
So if it matches your colour, you have to show the other person to prove you're not lying.
Yes, and then so basically you can keep moving around and try and confuse people about which ones, which colours where. Alright, so the next thing, and probably the other key sort of point of the game.
The only other thing on the die you can roll is the Curse of Ramses space. Woo! So you do 2 things. You can do them in any particular order, whatever sort of works for you.
And there's an obvious reason why you can do them in any order as well.
Yeah. So you can move your Explorer up to 3 spaces in any direction.
It's up to, so you can move 1, 2, or 3.
Depends on what works for you and what you need to pick up. We'll explain, by the way, picking these up in a minute. And then you move the mummy 3 spaces clockwise around the outside loop of the board. So the mummy actually curses any players he moves through, so he doesn't have to land on you.
No, just moves through like a ghost.
Sure. If that happens, you have to move your person back to the start space in the middle, and leave a golden treasure if you have one behind in the space where the mummy caught you and cursed you.
If you don't have a golden treasure but you have a crystal, you drop a crystal. If you don't have a crystal, you just go back into the start.
Exactly. So, the crystals are collected if you stop on a space where they're located.
By exact
count. Very simple, that one. And same goes for the golden treasures as well. So if you stop in a space and you don't already have it, you pick it up.
Yep.
And that's essentially it. When you collect 3 of the golden treasures, you're the winner.
So the issue is with only 2 players, sometimes it's possible to just collect all the treasures without the mummy ever sort of getting you.
Exactly.
There is an advanced rule where if you're playing with just 2 players, you can change it so he moves up to 5 spaces clockwise.
Yeah, so there's a whole page, as I sort of showed, of... Oh, sorry. Sort of different rules. So we've just covered the basic game. We haven't sort of gone through those. But I mean, they'll be part of the what am I saying? Part of the scan down below.
So
yes.
yeah, you can change the rules if it's not quite working for you, which I guess is one of the good things about the Lego games.
That is true. The benefit, by the way, of getting the crystals is that when you roll the colour, you can move 2 spaces rather than needing to go through the whole scenario with the temples.
And you can collect multiple crystals too, which is obviously beneficial because then you're always guaranteed to move every turn.
Exactly. That's pretty much it. That's why we're not playing it, because we might just end up moving around for 20 minutes and, you know,
it might be like
not much happening.
Home and
Away board game took us forever to finish, definitely. If you enjoyed watching this video, give us a thumbs up. Let us know down below, have you played this Lego game or any of the others, and what did you think? Hit subscribe and check out the link down below to our food review channel.
Sounds good.
Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.
Bye.